the music, right? It's not playing now. It was playing a minute ago. Sorry. Okay, we're live.
I didn't notice it.
Start recording. And I'm going to pull it up now. Here we go. Do you hear it now?
No.
Okay, I'll call you back. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Try it again. We'll try this once more. Screen share with sound. Yes. And go.
Yeah, can hear it now.
Okay, I don't know why that error exists at all, but it does. Climbing the tower, load. Okay, so I'm recording and streaming at the same time. Yesterday, that it was skipping a lot of frames, so yesterday's footage was unusable. If that's the case, I'm just gonna come back and like actually record the footage once I've written the review and stuff. I won't bother with streaming and recording at the same time. Alright, so we played this a little bit, just for a couple minutes while we were testing earlier, because Rob's with me today. He was the first winner of our new patron poll.
Hi, everyone.
Patreon. And instead of appearing on the podcast, he wanted to sit in on these Prince of Persia streams. So that's what we're doing. So you played this game a bunch growing up too, right?
Oh yeah, I love this game.
What made you love this game so much?
To be honest, I can't remember. But no, I do have an awful lot of games that are that feature time travel, and this was certainly one of the more interesting ones.
I love the way they do time travel in these games in general. The second one actually has a really cool twist that blew my effing mind. And I loved that implementation of time travel. One of my favorites I've ever seen in anything, really. Hopefully we'll get to that game after this one, if people choose to watch this review when it goes up.
You just need to word the title right. Include God of War in it.
Yes. Better than God of War? Question mark. Prince of Persia.
Maybe how it influenced God of War.
Let's see. How could I create a controversial topic around that?
What God of War owes to Prince of Persia.
There you go. That was actually pretty good. All right. Up the ladder. Yeah, but like a lot of people don't like the second game. And I understand why. Like, oh, come on. Tone-wise, it was a real sharp change of direction, but it did a lot of things really well, including its combat, which was way better than this game.
Oh yeah.
And I thought that the story was really cool too, but it definitely tried too hard to be edgy. I won't deny that. Okay, this door, this is one we open later. Actually, wait a minute. I wonder if there is a secret to opening that door. Let's go get Farah real quick.
Well, all today I've listened to this stream from yesterday while I was at work, and all today I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to get into Prince of Persia again. And then I won this appearing on this live stream and thought, crap, no time to practice anymore.
Luckily, it's a pretty quick game. I mean, you can get through it. I mean, it's probably what, like in total, maybe about 6 hours if you know what you're doing. So it's not a very long game, but there's a lot of secrets in it. A lot of secrets in it. Did it open that door over there? Well, I wonder if that was an area I was in before getting here, or if I have not been over here yet. I know you can't. What's over there? Do you remember this or no?
No, it's been far too long.
Yeah, I don't remember either. This is gonna bug me though because I can't go back. I wonder if there's a secret to getting in there. I used to have the game memorized as a kid growing up. I do not remember it anymore. It's been way too long.
Huh, weird. The notification for this stream just came through now.
Oh, on Discord?
Yeah.
Huh. Weird. Yeah, no one's in here yet. That's usually Chris comes in first and says hi.
I can't do that.
I know you can't do that. You're fine. Don't worry.
I can reach this one.
Companion characters were real annoying back in the day with repeating dialogue and stuff, but I like Farah. I think she's cool.
She does do an excellent job, and they've got great chemistry together.
Yes, it's one of the best parts of the game. One of the very best parts of the game is their chemistry.
I'll
All right.
just wait here then.
Okay, this is where it was. Why would I want to go that way? I bet. Oh, when I pull this, I bet it's gonna make me run that way. It's gonna close this door, and I'm gonna have to go that way. Yep, I knew it. All right, hold on. I want to take a look at this first. So I want to go around the outside, through the center, through the outside.
It's also just a handy little feature that you can hold those in place while you think about it.
Hold what? Oh yeah, hold the switches in place. Yeah. So that you can like think, okay, how am I gonna approach this or whatever. I do like that.
I heard
I'm good.
strange-
Whoa!
No permanent damage, thank you.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I thought it would go quicker. Hold on. Back up. What are we gonna do here?
When I recorded my Prince of Persia videos, one thing I did cut out was the bit where he explains that by pressing a switch on the dagger's handle, and I thought, that's ridiculous. You can't press a switch when you've just been cut in half with a blade.
That's true. Alright, hold on. So, if I go like right, or I should probably just jump this. Like that, and then turn around. And then run up there.
Oh, Chris is here. Hi, Chris.
Chris, what's up?
I've got it.
Did you play this game, Chris? This game's awesome.
Your turn now.
Did this game have a PC version back in the day, or was it only console?
I don't actually know.
I think it might have been on PC.
Over here. Now pull the lever.
As I was speaking to you before, one thing I like about the HD remake is the 3D effects that they added. Because
Yes.
when it was Uncharted 3 was announced and they said it's going to be in 3D, I thought, wow, that's going to be really good. I've got to get a 3D TV. It's going to change. And I got it, and I got that game on it, and the 3D was just did not work at all. It was all
Really?
there was just too much detail that it was trying to cram into it. And it was, I don't know whether it was just my TV or whether it was just badly made, but I found the games that worked really well with 3D were HD remasters of PlayStation 2 games. So this trilogy and Eco and Shadow of the Colossus, they work brilliantly in 3D.
Yeah, my brother got a 3D TV and had a couple of PlayStation 3 games for it, and I never bought into the 3D thing. I was like, you know what, like, I don't think wearing glasses while you play games or watch movies at home is something people are going to want to do. And didn't end up working
You're
out.
sitting there with big headphones on, and that's not something I can really do when playing games.
Yeah, luckily this is only something I have to do
Yeah.
for recording. Ugh.
I literally only bought a set so I could get the proper Hellblade experience.
Oh, that's true. Actually, you have to play Hellblade with the headphones on. It's not the same. It is literally not the same game otherwise. The headphones that I had before I bought this pair, This pair I bought for like accuracy for sound mixing, but the pair that I had before this were super comfortable. So like I could wear them for really long periods and be fine. I need to get another pair like that, but the headband snapped. Otherwise, I'd still be using them.
Well, it's just one of the small miracles that duct tape can perform.
That's true. Actually, I should probably... Dang it. Get up. And block. Block! Block! I'm holding... Oh, I don't have... Why do I not have my freaking weapon out? That was weird. It's like he sheathed the weapon. Yeah, while I was on the ground. I must have pressed circle instead of X because I was trying to jump up quick. Can I make it all the way back before I got hit? Can you block? There we go. Get up and block. There we go. That is the thing about this game's combat. For the most part, it's not too hard, but you can get stuck in these loops where the guys are all attacking you like at once, and you're on the ground, and it's hard to get up.
Yeah. It's even worse when you've got a controller that's stuck in the forward position.
Yes,
Trust
that
me.
would make it a lot worse. Alright, I think we won.
One thing that did amuse me is in the tutorial at the beginning when he hasn't got, he's still putting an invisible dagger in his.
Yes,
in
yes,
his,
I noticed that too, because the animation is the same, as if he has a dagger, but he does not have a dagger in his hand. And when he's blocking too, he's holding, like, as if he's got, like, a secondary weapon in his hand. Pretty funny. Whoa. Alright, I need her down here. It's looking really glitchy on my screen. I hope it's not doing that on the stream.
How's it looking, Chris?
Does it look normal? Or does it look choppy? If it's choppy, then I'm not going to bother recording while I stream. I'll just set up the save. I should drink this, all the saves, so I can go back and record it later. Like I did with Final Fantasy 13. That opens.
Don't know about your version, but when I was playing this, I noticed that you can have 42 save files, which I thought that's a very odd number.
That's a lot. It is kind of a weird number, though. Yeah, like why 42? What are you doing? Grab it. What the? What? Is that supposed to happen like that? He like threw it down there, way across the room. Okay.
Yeah, I have been reminded just playing it today that there's quite a few glitches that can come up in the game.
Yep.
Never enough to detract from how fun it is, though.
Oh, it's so good. This is a top 10 favorite game for me, like easily. I forgot how to do the counter. You know where they attack you and you like bounce them and then attack them. Do you know which buttons that is?
Not until I played some more. I've just played the beginning bit.
I'll stop.
I was trying to remember it yesterday and I was like, dang it, I don't know what it is. I also forgot how to do the one where you like freeze time and then you zoom around really fast and like take out everybody.
Do you not get that one a bit later, though?
No, they already showed it off, and they explained it in the tutorial at the bottom, but it disappeared before you could read it. So I was trying to remember how to do it. I thought it was you press L and R at the same time. And maybe I just held them too long? I don't know. Why is that door... What? Do I need to go flip it again? Is that the problem?
Probably on a timer.
Jump!
I should mention the sound quit as soon as you actually started the game.
Oh, the sound is not working anymore?
No.
What
But,
the frick?
so that just means I'm going to miss out on any conversations that they have.
I'll have to repeat them then because some of the best parts. Okay. Oh, I remember this part, the menagerie.
Some of the best parts of the bickering.
Love this. Chris says, unrealistic physics in a Prince of Persia game? Unnatural. I guess that's been a part of it from the beginning. From 1989 or whatever.
Well, that came to the peak in the 2008 Prince of Persia game, when
That's
you had
true,
an
actually.
entire city that didn't have a flaw anywhere.
I liked that game all right. What did you think of it?
I really enjoyed the game. It definitely has room for improvement, but that was when it died. Was that when the Assassin's Creed all became a thing?
Yep. I played the one on the Wii, and I liked that one okay. But I didn't really like the other one that they released at the same time, the Forgotten Sands on, because I think they were called the same thing, but the Wii game was actually a different game.
Yeah, there were several different versions. I'd never actually finished it because it was kind of like it just had the taste of a game that's been shoved into the middle with no
Yep.
forethought.
Yep. I did not like the one that came out on PS3, Xbox 360, and PC or whatever. That one I didn't like, but I liked the Wii one. It felt a little more like the tone of this game.
Mm.
But yeah, then it gets kind of, we just haven't, that series is dead since then, really. Oh, you can just drink, what is that?
Grapple.
Oh, I guess I got to jump across that. Okay, that's how you get in there in the first place. I was thinking I was going toward as a secret. Ouch, that hurt. She always says, be careful before you go into these sand pillars.
Yeah, she was rather horrified when you went into that one in the Grand Hall.
Yep.
Well, when I made my Prince of Persia story videos, I just used these sand visions just as a way to skip forward through the game. He'd come out of it and he'd be at the end of wherever the vision was. It was a handy little feature.
Oh, really? So wait, what was it there before I was fighting those guys? Could I have just run into that and like skipped that battle, or what do you mean?
No, I mean for the purpose of playing it back for whoever would be watching the video, rather than going through
Oh,
those areas. If there's nothing story related, he'll step
you
into
just-
the thing. You'll see the vision, and when he comes out of it, I'll just skip ahead to where the game carries on from there.
gotcha. Chris says this game looks better, or this looks better than I remember the GameCube looking. Is it my memory that bad? No, it's not. This is the PC version, but I've actually had to mod it in order to get like an HD resolution. The PC port of this game does not have an HD resolution. It's freaking dumb.
Birds. I wonder how they survived the sands.
I don't.
But it did look really good, even on the GameCube, PS2, whatever you played it on. These freaking birds are annoying because you have to wait for them to come down. Because she'll miss them so much.
Yeah. I think there was supposed to be some other animals in the menagerie besides just birds and beetles. There's going to be tigers, but they got cut from the game.
Yeah, that would have been way better to have some tigers in there. Okay, she got that one. Any more?
Yeah.
There
Seems
is
there are
another
a
one.
couple of various bits that were cut from this that appeared in later games. Like
That's true.
There was a griffin that the vizier was supposed to repeatedly send after you as a kind of a repeat boss,
Oh, really?
and that ended up as one of the bosses in
The second game, right?
Warrior Within.
Yeah. That boss was awesome.
Look, a crack.
Look, a crack. I forgot about that. I used to snicker to myself as a freaking teenage boy when she would say that. Look, a crack. All right. All right, she's going to pull the lever over there.
I'll see where it goes.
The fabled menagerie of Azad, the Sultan's pride and joy. It had been one of the wonders of the world. As a child, I dreamed of it.
Now, I did love this game when I first played it, but
Now it's a
the
place of terror.
atmosphere of the second one was rather annoying when I first played it.
Here I am.
Yeah, the second game
And
was a
I did have
huge.
cheese.
Sorry, I cut you out there. What did you say after you said the second game you didn't like the atmosphere?
I didn't like the aesthetic so much. It was kind of annoying, but I actually did rage quit for another reason when I just had trouble on one of the Dahaka chases.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, no, never play this game again. It's stupid. I'm not playing it again. And I actually got rid of the game. And then sometime later, I thought, I kind of want to play that game again. And I ended up getting the PSP version that's had a few extra levels in it.
Oh, did it really? I didn't know that.
It did, but it's the buggiest game I ever played.
That does not surprise me.
There's all sorts of glitches and things happening all the way through it. And at the end of the game, I was having a lot of trouble fighting the Dahaka. I'm not brilliant at action games. My reaction times aren't quite quick enough.
Hmm.
But I was like on I think my third attempt to defeat it, and one of the glitches came up, and he just froze in place during the fight. And I thought, oh, okay, yeah, slash
Perfect.
what the game.
That's perfect. Man, those Dahaka chases were so intense though. Like I don't know if I've ever felt like quite a sense of like trepidation in a game since that one of like, oh, he's on top of me, like crap, go, 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 get through. They were really well done. I really, really liked the Dahaka sequences of the second game. Yeah, like everybody else I knew who was playing it were like, dude, this game sucks. Like it's nothing like the first one. And I was like, they were right. But like I still loved it
Yeah.
a lot.
Well,
I actually played the second one more than I played this one actually.
the gameplay was a massive improvement.
Yeah, I just thought like the combat was really brilliant. All the combinations you could learn, and it just felt really smooth to play. And I liked the level design, the structure of the game too, where you kind of have like the center of the castle, and then you go to the east and the west, like the two towers basically, which ended up being what the third game was called, oddly enough. But yeah, like you go all the way up through that sequence and you finish that side, and then you come through and go all the way up through that sequence and finish that side. And I thought there were powers that you learned like that were exclusive to either side. Maybe I'm remembering that incorrectly.
Yeah, it could have been.
But it would change the way that you did some of like the traps. But it was designed in such a way to where you didn't have to do one or the other in a certain order. You could do it in whatever order you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was cool. What's in here?
I just did have one slight problem with the basic premise of the game. Is that at the end of this one, he spoilers, he erases most of the events of the game from existence, and that causes him to get chased by the Dahaka, which is after him because he was supposed to die.
Yeah.
And his plan to fix this is to just erase the events again somehow by preventing the sands being created. But
Yep.
it's
Just delete them.
time that caused the problem, so playing with time further is just not the solution.
Did they not? Because I don't remember either. But did they not explain that like erasing the sands from existence would erase the Dahaka from existence? Like the Dahaka was created along with the sands or something like that?
If that's so, it's the first I've heard of it.
I don't know why I thought that, but I'm sure it wasn't explained in the game. Maybe
Well,
that was one of my attempts to justify it in my own head.
well, Kylena certainly didn't recognize the Dahaka when it appeared.
That's true. What's up here? Nothing. You gotta crawl through a space somewhere. I can see that, but don't know where it is. Why did they have enemies here? What was the point of that? They just wanted you to look at this, probably. That switch probably opens that door for the secret. They're saying, keep that in mind for later. Or, no, they're not. They're saying, do it right now. Let's see.
Yeah, Chris is headed off.
See you, Chris.
Missed that.
Where is... Where actually supposed to crawl through? Oh, there it is. I see it now. Oh, actually, I probably need to do it this way.
Yeah, I recognise this room as somewhere that I got stuck for a while.
Bam. That's open. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Drop, drop, drop. Wrong button. Dang it. Okay, now you can go through there.
You don't use the slow motion in this bit.
Yeah, we got a new sand tank.
Hey, there's no door.
Step on that pressure plate, will you?
She said, hey, there's no door. Step on that pressure plate, will you? So she's holding the door open, and I'm going to go through it. And then she's going to be stuck, probably. Now, how will I get through?
Can't you crawl through a crack or something?
I don't know. Can't you crawl through a crack or something? Good
I'm
stuff.
sure teenage you loved that.
Yep, I did. Okay. Let's see. Go. I pressed the wrong button again. Dang it. X, not square. Nope, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to leap. The time traveling mechanic in this game is so freaking awesome. Or the... how do you get through those quick? I forgot. Whatever.
Wall run?
Maybe. Okay, that's how she got out here. We're gonna go this way. Boing. I'll wait here. Yeah, you do that. I like how the camera angles change while you're doing the platforming to, like, see, because there's, like, a context-sensitive thing going on here where if I press the direction and the button at the same time, he kind of does, like, a quick jump in that direction. So it's nice that they orient the camera in such a way to make it really easy so that you
Yeah.
can just press to the left or to the right and jump. Versus,
If you ever want to challenge run of this game, you can just put it on landscape view permanently.
oh, nice. That's actually kind of like this one.
That'll be a
Yeah.
little bit more confusing.
Actually, that's pretty interesting. Let's try playing this way for a while.
If I were to re-record my videos, I would definitely have to try and incorporate landscape view a bit more.
Yeah, it still kind of changed the camera angle on its own. I don't like that at all. Never mind. Yeah, the way that they definitely, you could tell they worked really hard on the camera. Like, the camera was really important because the camera never gets in the way in this game. In fact, the angles that they pick for you are almost always the best angle you could possibly have.
Yeah, I
And-
remember you were comparing it to Kingdom Hearts needs to
Oh,
learn
yeah.
this.
I was just about to say
So
again.
that's your very next video.
Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts is terrible at showing you in relation to where you're standing what this thing is that they're pointing you at. It's like, okay, cool, a door. Where is that? In this game, they are really good about, like, orienting you with the camera.
Yeah, it was especially bad in like Agrabah levels where every room looks the same.
Yes! It's horrible in Agrabah. Holy crap. Alright, we can make this jump. See, the camera angle there was perfect. Camera angle here, again, is perfect. Like, it's exactly the right angle, always.
You'll have to do a collaborative video with Kaysen where you do all the Prince of Persia to show how well it works, and he does all the Kingdom Hearts to show how bad it is.
It's perfect.
Hey, dude, McGuy.
Dude McGuy had a great suggestion for the video title. It was something to do with Kingdom Hearts. It was like,
Yeah.
why Kingdom Hearts sucks, Prince of Persia review or something like that.
I think it was just Prince of Persia review. Kingdom Hearts sucks.
Dude, McGuy's been on a roll with the video title suggestions. Oh, I was about to fall. Okay. I was about to say. Should probably
There it
do
is.
this.
KH sucks. Pop Sands of Time. Review.
Yep.
Look out for scarabs!
Scarabs are like the weakest enemies in the game. You don't need to worry about freaking scarabs.
Well,
She shot me! She shot me!
there are no tigers.
I forgot. Well, I didn't forget that she shoots you, but I forgot that they hurt you that badly.
Oh, yeah. See your health now.
I need some water, game.
It's behind you.
Oh, was that water? The fog effect was throwing me off there. This will help a lot. How could you not click that? It's foolproof. Yeah, I agree.
Correction, it's full bait.
Yes, full bait. Here's another teenage joke for you. Dude McGuy is a clickbait master. Or perhaps you could say, a master baiter.
Yeah.
That's Dude McGuy's new
We will never speak of this again.
new nickname. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna have another fight in here. I remember this one being tough the first time I played it too, but I don't think there are any of the blue enemies in here, so it shouldn't be that tough.
To be fair, I do know a lot of master bakers.
Oh, really? Because you, in tandem with the chocolates,
Yeah.
they bake the chocolates.
The bakery's on the second floor. We're on the ground.
Nice.
With an annoying big window into the shop so people can watch us eat.
Oh, this is a new enemy type. The guys with the
Chain.
chains there. Dang it, I didn't get it. Sit down. He doesn't like that. Dang it. I forget, what's the best way to knock these dudes down? Because I can't really get to the walls. And they don't let you knock them down this way.
Pray?
Oh, she's getting messed up. She's getting messed up. Probably just need to, like, freeze them like that. What are you doing? Why did you take... What is going on? Oh, she's going after her.
I do like that move.
Yeah, it's a good move. Alright, where are they at? Probably in the next room. Nope, nope, they appeared in here. Yeah, stab these dudes. Just stab them like that. I'll get you. Hold on. Nope, nope, nope. Finish him off. Nope, nope. Kill him. Kill the other guy. Dang it. Kill him. Oh, she's almost dead. Holy crap. Now I remember why this room was tough. Stab you. Stab you. I think she's dead. I think she's gonna die. Oh, she got health back. Good.
I wonder how she does that. Or is it just slowly regenerating?
Maybe it just regenerates slowly.
I mean, you were talking in the last video about how good the voice acting is.
Yeah.
And It reminded me of the Odin Sphere streams when we first tried it, and I said to just wait on the opening screen, and it went to the scene with the Bunny Prince character, one who's cursed to be turned into a rabbit, and is voiced by him in his nobility voice, and goes, "Prince of Persia."
Drink the water. Yeah, the first time I played that part, I had to fight that a couple times. I was not good at the game yet. Those chain dudes really threw me off because I relied so much on the like flip over people, knock them over move, which I'm kind of doing now anyways. But that's a good thing about this game is like despite the fact that the combat's pretty simple, they do a good job of mixing and matching enemies where you can't use like the same tactics
I'll start the story from
all
here.
the time. You have to switch it up a little bit and use the dagger powers to freeze people. So the game as a whole is really well designed. Like you can just tell they put a lot of thought into basically every part of it.
Yeah.
Even though there are some, small annoyances here and there with some things, but it's pretty much a masterpiece game with masterclass game design.
It does have a feel of first game in series.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, as we were saying before, they really improved on the combat. Dude's asking what you think of the movie.
You know what? I have not watched it all the way through because I saw maybe the first 20 minutes of it and I was like, dude, I don't like where this is going.
I actually quite enjoyed it.
Oh, holy fetch.
But
Be careful.
I think on the podcast you were saying a few weeks ago about getting the spirit of the film. They didn't really do it. It's more like a film starring similar characters with some similar abilities.
Yeah.
Like a few things that look kind of familiar, but it's basically just it's entirely its own story.
Yeah, and
from at best.
I felt the spirit of it was the thing was way off. That's probably what it was for me, but I didn't watch the whole thing, so I should probably do that. I remember where I was sitting actually. I was in Las Vegas when I was surfing my mission. We were allowed to get on the internet once a week. And we were only supposed to be emailing our families, but I was looking up video game news. And I heard that Prince of Persia was being made into a film by Disney, same producer as Pirates of the Caribbean. Jerry Bruckheimer, I think his name is. What am I supposed to do here?
Jump to the other side?
I don't think there's a ledge there. Anyways, I remember how pissed I was because at that time, one of my dreams was to be the filmmaker that brought Sands of Time to the silver screen. I wanted to make Prince of Persia Sands of Time movie. And I was like, they're gonna ruin it. They're gonna ruin it. And so I probably didn't give the film much of a chance, honestly. Is this where I came from? I don't think it is. I didn't mean to do that again. Whoops. This can't be where I came from.
Could be.
Oh, whoops. Dang it, come on. Stop it. There you go. Yeah, I came across. Okay, then what the heck? How do you get up there? You obviously have to wall run to get up here. Oh, just continue wall running. I'm dumb. This is not good. I don't know what I'm gonna do to get through that door, though. Is there a switch?
Probably something on the other side that would have opened it, and you needed to get through in time. That's a guess.
Sucks that hurts a little bit every time.
It does not help that both sides look identical.
I know. Oh, what the fetch? Why did that not work? Go back to being on the ledge. That's safest. That's probably what does it, yeah. Oh, no, it didn't. Did it? What does that do? I heard something trigger there, but then it closed again. I probably need to put it on there. This needs to go on it, on the Switch. See? Sound design. I could hear the door closing.
I'll take your word for it.
So I had to... Dang it! I had to keep the Switch pressed. It's good game design right there. Oh, I didn't go high enough. Good thing that didn't hurt.
Oh yeah, I was saying about the voice acting before. The prince, and it was nice to hear him doing his prince voice again in Odin's Fair. But also, I was really Two Thrones, and you hear Farah's voice when she returns. Because in this one, they're using the old trope of having the very, very royal English accents to make it sound like royalty. And then she comes back in the third game, and suddenly she sounds like Claire Redfield from Resident Evil. Yep. And I go, that is just the second most jarring bit of voice acting switch I have ever heard.
Yeah,
first being...
It wasn't the same voice actress, was it?
I'm pretty sure it can't have been.
Yeah. I remember it throwing me off when they had a different voice actor for... dang it, I'm going to die here. A different voice actor for the Prince in the second game. Though I like that guy. I think he's really good.
Those are pools of water at the side, aren't they?
I don't think it's full yet with water yet. I think there's... Oh, it is full of water. That's good. I don't think I ever tried this when I've played this game in the past to, like, drink while in the middle of battle. That's a mistake on my part.
Oh, well, in the fight with his father, I kept having to run away and go to the pool at the other end of the room and try and get a drink before they chased me down.
Stab these dudes.
Ooh, nice shot. But the worst bit of very, very American voice acting is in Onimusha 3, because it has Jean Reno in it, because it goes to modern-day France. It's like time portals between two periods. And Jean Reno is playing a French police officer who is the secondary character, and it's his voice acting through all of the parts where he's in France. Then he ends up in Japan, and he has a fairy companion that does the translating for him, and it kind of it works magically, so everyone's hearing him in their own language. But suddenly he doesn't sound anything like Jean Reno. He's got a really strong American accent.
Weird.
Not that American accent, it was just the only one that came to... It's like, back off, little bug.
Yeah, I was so torn because, like, by the time the third game came out, like, I had played the second game a lot. Oh, I don't have any more powers. I'm in trouble with these guys if I can't freeze them. Like, it was weird because, I really liked Yuri Lowell in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, oh, they didn't get him back again. But I really, really enjoyed the second game's actor. I thought he was good. And so then when they went back to Yuri in the third game, it was like, oh, like... I didn't know what to feel. Because, like, I liked that they got him again. But at the same time, like, I felt like he didn't do quite as good a job in that one as he did in this one. And now it felt weird to have, like, the visual character design of the second game, but with the voice of the first game. It was throwing me off hard.
Well, they should have had the guy from the second game doing the Dark Prince.
Yes, that would have been much better, actually. That would have been a really good idea. Did you like the third game as much as the first or second?
Not quite as much.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I enjoyed the story very much.
Yeah, I
enjoy all three of them for.
I really liked, yeah, the idea of the Dark Prince, and he's like fighting against like his inner self. I liked the transformations into Dark Prince. I thought he had cool powers and stuff. But yeah, there was something about it that just gameplay-wise didn't quite click for me, and I don't know why. Because I loved those what are they, like the stealth takedowns that you could sort of like chain together from like guy to guy to guy, and you're like jumping around and just like one hit killing like all these people.
Well, as I said before, my timing isn't quite good enough to pull those off particularly well. I can do them if I'm really concentrating and staring at the screen, but a lot of the time I fail it. So I had lots of trouble with the final boss fight because I just kept messing with the timing.
Right. She's telling me to look as she stepped on the switch. It's like, yeah, the switch is glowing right in the middle of the floor. I saw that.
Did you play Eco or just Shadow of the Colossus?
So I've played Eco for probably
I'll start the story from here
20 or 30% of the way through. I didn't finish it because I didn't own the game at the time. A friend of mine had it. So it also came after after I had played Shadow of the Colossus, which to me was like best game of all time. So I like it. I should finish it because I have it on the PS3 version of Shadow of the Colossus, the remastered version.
The 3D version.
Yes, the 3D version.
Because I don't think I've actually completed the 3D version of Eco, but with Shadow of the Colossus, when you're riding aggro across the rolling sand dunes and you're seeing that in 3D, that's just amazing.
Really? Yeah, because you were saying that the 3D works better with the remastered PS2 games than it does on PS3 games.
That was what I found from the few that I played.
Yeah.
But there's just no better 3D than just the sand dunes in Shadow of the Colossus. You can really feel them going up and down.
Wow. I wonder if my brother still has that 3D TV. I should ask him. I should try it out. My brother buys TVs so freaking much, though. I bet he doesn't have it anymore. So anything you can be sure of, if it's a new year, my brother's buying a new TV.
Well, this TV I've got behind me, I'm pretty sure is the same one I had when I first played Okami, however it's pronounced.
Oh, Okami, yeah.
Okami, yeah. And I really suck at memory puzzles. Ow, faceplant.
Yeah, that was not good. I did not judge that spatially very well.
And there were those door guardians called blockheads where you've exposed their weak points and it appears and you've got to press the specific spots on them in the right order. It's like a 4x4 grid and it's that point, that point, that point. And there's one of them you got to remember it 8 points. And I just could not get past that stupid blockhead guy. And I thought, this TV was brand new at the time. And I thought, right, I need to mark it somehow because if you look on TV tropes, they like suggest different ways that you can do it. You can record it and play it back, or put some tracing paper over it, get a non-permanent marker. I didn't have any of these things available. What I had was butter.
Oh, really?
In the butter and jab the TV to mark.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I remember playing that game, but I don't remember much from it. I know a lot of people consider it a really, really great game, but I just thought it was okay. The art was great, obviously, but I don't know, like, the game itself, people were like, oh, it's like Zelda.
Yeah.
But it's like...
Was 7 your first Final Fantasy?
It was, yes.
Because it had one similar thing to that in that you're in Final Fantasy VII, you're exploring Midgar and you think, wow, I'm getting to the end of this quest now, and then suddenly the whole game opens up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's in Okami when you defeat Orochi and then you discover you're only about a third of the way through the game after the supposed final boss.
Right. I do remember that now vaguely. I thought I had beat the game, and it's like, nope, you didn't beat the game. I was like, oh, okay, sweet.
It's another of those games keeping me to get back to. I do have the HD remaster of that as well.
That's right. That came out recently, didn't it?
Yeah.
Can I break this yet, or do I need a special power for that? I have to like, upgrade my sword, don't I?
Try as I might, I could not
It's
break
sort
that crumbling stone wall.
You want the strength of Rustam,
Perhaps a warrior with the strength
Yeah.
of Rustam might have smashed
Yep,
through
she
it.
he just said
But I
that.
had not strength enough in my arm, nor in my sword. It was as if a magic
that was
charm
one of
protected
the things I. Oh, you, I was thinking that I needed to jam that door open.
Stay there!
Do I have to go all the way back now? Can I just go through here myself? That would be so much better.
Can you roll under it?
No, I don't think so. I think I have to go back through the trap again.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Hoped I was going to make that. Good.
So which version of Final Fantasy IV was that, dude?
I never had that moment with FF7 after Midgard because my first was FF4, FF6. Yeah, probably just SNES, right? Isn't it supposed to go that way? But that's what it was designed for. Maybe I just need to move over it a little bit. There we go. No. What's happening? It's like pushing me. The water like pushes it back. Weird. That was very weird.
Another of those little glitches, I guess. Oh yes, the ladder to the left. At the back there.
Where is it? Oh, right there. Okay, I guess I have to pull it away a little bit first. The easy SNES version of FF2 in the States. Yep. In other words, the worst version of Final Fantasy IV. Oh, don't do that. Nope, don't do that. Thank you.
Well, Final Fantasy IV, like 9, is one that I just never found as amazing as everyone else.
Really? I could see why. Like, Final Fantasy IV has too many fake out deaths. Just way too
That was
many.
exactly it. That was annoying. The people just getting written out of the story briefly in increasingly convoluted ways that should kill them and just doesn't. Like Sid jumping out of an airship with bombs strapped to it.
That one was... That's the worst one. Like, if they had made a couple more of those deaths permanent, it would be, like, absolute top tier for me. But I consider it in the same tier as, like, 6 and 7 and 9, but, like, it's below all of those for me just because of that reason. Like, how do you kamikaze bomb yourself out of a freaking airship and then like end up in a hospital later intact, just like a little singed? It's just nonsense. I didn't like that. I think that they had a lot of courage to try and do what they did with like Joseph in the actual Final Fantasy 2, but then they like I don't know, they chickened out of like having the balls to do that again in Final Fantasy 4 for some reason.
Well, I was actually slightly disappointed with the Joseph thing because of Final Fantasy IX with the story that Garnet has to collect.
Right.
It makes it sound really amazing and epic, and it's like, which was the reason why they didn't tell the daughter that he died? Was what were the two options? Is it hero and human?
Yeah, hero and human. Oh, come on.
And then I played that section, and it was well, no, just because it was like really old game and it didn't give you the option.
Yeah, it's the product of being an NES game, right? They don't have enough text available to actually freaking like do it in a way that makes sense. It's just kind of like, He's dead.
This bit's
There it
over.
is.
Move on.
Next
Well-
part of the game.
And that whole thing was just a complete waste of time because you're getting the bell that gets you into that place, and then you go
Yep.
in. The guy's already there that could have just opened it.
Yep. Final Fantasy was ambitious, but it's definitely an NES game. It's I kind of wish they would expand it a bit in like the PSP remade version, but they didn't really. They kind of just upgraded the graphics and that's it. Ouch! I'm gonna die. Oh wow! I did not know you would attack again so quick. Let's go back and have both of those attacks erased. Give myself 2 more hits. What should I do here? Come over here. Yeah, he doesn't let you do that either. Needed that. Dang it.
What you were saying on the book club the other night,
Hold on, we're losing you.
dramatic
We're
or
losing you.
inspiring.
Hold on, we're losing you. I think you're back now. What were you saying?
Okay. On the book club, you were talking about how older language seemed to have a lot more impact to it, more drama. And I was thinking of that with the opening monologue from The Prince of Persia, where he's talking about time is an ocean in a storm.
Oh, yeah.
It's another great bit of just poetic dialogue being used.
Yeah. They actually, the writing in this game, there's a couple of moments like that where he's narrating and he uses kind of like an elevated sort of language when he's describing things, and it just makes it feel. I kind of like you're saying. I think the accents, like the royal British accent, all comes together to kind of give him like this regal feel to the character.
Yeah.
It works really well.
But this came out in 2003. I think it would have been around 2008. There's an episode of Doctor Who that's one of the more infamous ones for how good it is, called Blink. And he has a line in there that is extremely the Prince's view on time. And it's actually used as a trope now. It's called the tiny whiny ball.
Oh, really?
He's trying to describe the nature of time to someone, and it's in a recording that he's speaking. And he says, people assume that time is a strict progression of cause to effect, but actually, from a non-linear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. And it's just description. And I think a perfect reflection of a non-poetic version of what the prince says.
That's hilarious. That's
Sometimes
actually
like
really funny.
So swift and true in one direction. But I've seen the face of time, and I can tell you it is an ocean in a storm.
Right.
Just swap those around, and they're just perfect matches.
That's hilarious.
The comedy version.
That's amazing. I don't think I've ever seen a single episode of Doctor Who. Is it good? Is it something I should watch?
If you do want to watch an episode just to get the feel for it, I would actually recommend Blink. It's actually a bottle episode, because in the series they have, it's like the first 5 series or so, they'd have one episode that either doesn't have the Doctor or doesn't have the companion, and they'd just kind of be doing 2 at once.
Nice.
Wall smashing. So you only see the Doctor right at the very end of it, and the video recording that I mentioned, and it's from the perspective of this young woman who's just exploring an abandoned house, and she rips off a piece of wallpaper because she can see there's words behind it, and it says duck, and she rips off a bit more and it says Sally Sparrow, her name, duck now, and she kind of goes, huh? And then she suddenly realizes, and she ducks, and suddenly a rock flies through the open window and smashes into the wall where her head was. So it's kind of like the story about her trying to unravel what's going on. And at
Okay.
one point, she finds like a recording of the Doctor explaining the situation, and he's having the conversation with her, despite the fact that it's in a recording.
Nice.
So
I'll have to
there's
check it out.
very interesting ideas working for that one.
Told you had been
But it's something that can take Doctor Who can take a while to get into because the plots are always what the writer feels like for this week. This run of time is ironclad and it's set in stone, except for next week where we think we can use a story that'd be more interesting without it, so throw it away.
That's kind of indicative of like TV from like the 60s and stuff, and that's when it started, right? It started like a long time ago.
But
And they kind of just kept that format for years and years.
rebooted in 2005. So if you like your time travel to actually make sense, it can be quite annoying.
Yeah.
Time travel is played with
stuff.
the Persia games. Because each of the different artifacts that control time in some way seem to have a completely different method of time control than the other ones do. Like the dagger and the hourglass interact to control the time, the sands en masse. The vizier's staff, it seems to physically control the sands rather than control the powers of the sands.
Right.
So I found when I was first doing research that the vizier is actually saying things in Sanskrit.
Oh, really?
It's something like blow sands blow or something like that. I couldn't find it, and then when I tried finding it years later, I could not find it at all. So I can't remember
Oh, no.
what it's saying.
I had no idea that that's what he was
Well, yeah,
even doing.
he's speaking in commanding the sands to actually move physically, which seems to be what the staff does, because he doesn't have any time rewind powers.
I guess that makes sense because, like, in the cutscene, like, the sand's all blowing around the room and he's sort of, like, walking toward you, and it would make sense. Well, does the staff protect him from transforming the same as the amulet and the dagger does?
Well, it does specifically say that in the manual, although they accidentally said it was the bow, Farah's bow, that's protecting when it's the amulet. But that was just an error.
Totally wrong.
It specifically says that they each have an artifact that protects them from the sands, which is why none of them have been affected.
Right. What about that one soldier in the? I mean, he eventually gets turned, but like, I guess it's just the sands didn't reach that part of the castle yet. When you're doing the puzzle to like activate the defense system or whatever. The
Well,
extremely like Cockney British dude.
Well, a lot of it is the going back to Kingdom Hearts. It is just the effect that they didn't have that much budget to actually have extra people running around. I feel there was meant to be more survivors that were probably getting killed off, but they couldn't spare the animation to actually have extra people there.
Interesting.
But that's just a guess.
There's a thing you can crawl through over here. Maybe that's how you got in here. Okay. Ow. This is the last thing I want to do is get surrounded by scarabs, and that's exactly what I'm doing to myself.
Yeah, so for my videos, I copied out the information from the manual, and I think I may have changed some bits to make them make a bit more sense, so added my own theories to them, but there's generally what it was saying in the manual. Let's have a look.
She's going to appear on the other side, right? There she is.
Yeah. So I think this may have been from the back of the box. It was the legend. Amid the scorched sands of medieval Persia, there is a legend spun in ancient tongue. It speaks of a time born by blood and ruled by deceit. It is within this war-torn land that a young prince discovers a magical dagger. Drawn to its dark powers, he is led to unleash a deadly evil upon the reaches of his father's vast kingdom. Although that's incorrect, because it's his father's friend's kingdom.
Yes.
If you're going to wreck a kingdom, it's best not to do your own. Aided by the wiles of a seductive princess and the absolute powers of the sands of time, the prince stages a harrowing quest to reclaim the palace's cursed chambers and restore peace to the very fabric of time itself. We must tread these dangers carefully, however, because in this world there is only one rule. Master the sands or be buried.
I remember that part. I remember reading that part. I was like, ooh, nice. Yeah, these guys do not like playing along. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I got lucky. Went right through his attack. Okay, fire up.
Sands of time are a terrible primordial substance that changes and corrupts every living thing it touches. Only through the dagger of time can the awesome might of the sands be harnessed. The dagger confers extraordinary powers on its possessor, enabling him or her to seamlessly blend the fabric of time itself. Sorry, bend, not blend.
Nice.
Long ago, in the age of myths, the sands of time was sealed away within an impregnable hourglass. When the prince commits the unimaginable sin of unlocking the hourglass, releasing the sands, the reason for this precaution becomes evident. No living thing is immune to the destructive powers of the sands of time. Contact with the sands will transform any man, woman, or beast into a sand creature, a hideous mockery of its original form. Incapable of speech or feelings, sand creatures are driven by a blind, single-minded instinct to hunt down and kill anything that lives. Because sand creatures are not alive, they cannot be killed. They can, however, be destroyed with the dagger of time.
Nice.
The prince, Farah, and the vizier are the only inhabitants of the sultan's palace to escape transformation by the sands. They are each protected by 3 artifacts as the glass itself. That's one thing that did bug me in Warrior Within. You never see a hint of these things just lying around somewhere.
Yeah.
It'd just be a nice bonus to see these objects maybe in on a plinth somewhere, just to say these things are important.
Right.
But anyway, the dagger. More than a weapon, the dagger of time is the only container besides the hourglass that is strong enough to contain the sands of time. Whoever wields the dagger is granted the power to control time using the sands within. The dagger is also the key to the hourglass, and when used together, the dagger's powers are amplified to control all the sands, not just those contained in either vessel.
I don't know how long ago Doom Guy said that, but good luck in the traffic. Have a good commute. That fight was kind of tough, too. Yeah, right there. It's showing him, yeah, like, continually countering.
Yeah.
I don't remember how to do that.
I possibly didn't even ever learn that one. It would have required split-second timing.
Yeah, you have to do it exactly the right timing. It's really satisfying to pull off, but I don't remember. Do you just press block at exactly the right time, or do you hold it and then press a button? I don't remember. Is it like you hold down R and then you press like the attack button, the square button or whatever? Got it.
Can't find my original Prince of Persia trilogy, so...
No! Do they have... they come with manuals, like digital manuals with the PS3 version, don't they?
Probably, but they're notoriously bad.
Oh, really?
We'll need to open this door. Look for a switch.
Oh, that was hard to find, wasn't it?
The door's open. I'm going in.
Don't! Wait for me!
And she's immediately getting fetched up.
Soldier's mess hall. Smell of food still warm
Yep,
from
this
the
part
kitchen.
took me a couple times the first time I played as well, because it's all blue guys,
Joking at camaraderie over their evening meal.
so you can't jump over them.
Back home in Seraph,
And then they have
at
these
ease
big
because
blue
they felt
guys.
themselves safe within the castle walls, with no enemy to fight. How could they know the enemy was already near?
Yeah, it's all bouncing off walls.
Okay, if I do this and then... Yep, that's how it's done. You have to press the square button, the attack button, right as they attack you. Ouch, ouch, why didn't I block that? This is not good, man. I think the reason why I kept dying at this part was not because I was dying, because she kept dying. Because she freaking gets surrounded and it sucks.
You
I need to
can
use
try
the
and
ball
draw them away from her.
It seems like it can get most of them that way, but then, like, one of them will always choose to go after her. just gotta use the walls here. It's the best way to do it. Oh, she shot me again! Fetch. I don't have a lot of health left. Yeah, just come over here, guys. This is the best place because it's near a wall. Die. She's getting messed up.
What I've got written here on the Vizier's staff is, unlike the dagger in the medallion, the staff does not allow its bearer any control over the powers of the sands, but with the correct knowledge it may be used to manipulate the sands physically, summoning sandstorms and allowing control over creatures possessed by the sands.
Nice. Whew, made it through that one. I think there's another tough fight coming once we get outside of here. There's like a bridge. And there's like a huge fight on the bridge with tons of enemies. And it's just funny how the game continually challenges you, because once I figured out, oh, okay, I'm not going to try and jump over them anymore because I can't. I'll leap off the walls and like knock them down like I just did in that one. And then it's like you get onto a bridge and it's like, nope, you can't do it that way anymore. You have to find a new way to do it. Which is just always keeping you on your toes, trying to like teach you to use like all of the sand powers. And I need water really bad though. Wow, it's really getting janked up right now. Hopefully it's not looking like that in the recording. Oh, there's the water.
Well, I'm really hoping I get sound back by the time we do the bit where the prince is complaining about meeting her in the bath and says, "Oh, these baths! I thought you meant the other baths." Lovely scrub.
Oh, that's funny. I remember that too.
Talking to yourself.
Yep, he's like losing his mind the further he goes.
And there's his very romantic moment where he says, "Well, she's a princess, an enslaved woman, but her blood is royal. I'm going to marry her."
I remember that too. Yeah, he starts off being like real misogynistic and, you know, lines like that, you know. And then he has a big change towards the end, which I really liked. He comes around in a big way.
Then backslides over the next 7 years.
Exactly. Well, I guess being chased by a Dahaka for who knows how long. I guess it is 7 years.
Yeah.
Would have that effect on a person.
Well, the thing that always amused me the most, you enjoyed the crack bits, but it was in the end of Warrior Within when he escapes with Kylina, and you see them getting romantic on the boat, and it's a very suggestive thing, but they're positioned wrong. She's behind him, which kind of suggests something about her.
Oh man, that's hilarious. I did not think of that. Hold on. Which one leads to a secret? This one looks like it's leading to not a secret, but the correct way. And I died. Can I just, like, run and then just fall right there? Nope.
It's the same. You're looking for extra life and it leads you to your doom. Something poetic there.
Yes. Seriously, maybe I can do this. Yes, I made it. I don't know why I pressed L. It was a reactionary thing.
Well, that's one of the gags in one of the Discworld books. Is there's a character who's looking for the Fountain of Youth, and he apparently eventually finds it, but he was unaware that you have to boil the water first. He gets eternally youth and then immediately dies of a disease.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I like that a lot. I should read those. Okay, one of these leads to a secret. I know it. Or maybe they just lead to exactly the same place and I'm wasting my time. Oh, wait a minute. How do I get up there? I wonder if it's just you get up there the other way and this is the way down. How to safely get back down here again. I bet that's right. Gotta have that little bit of health. I loved how smooth the platforming could become if you got good at it, where you could like just go from place to place and not have to like swing around a bunch of times. I really liked just the fluidity of it. It really makes you feel awesome. Okay, this part I have to run on the wall. Yep, this is where you would fall down there. So maybe there is no secret. Maybe I'm misremembering. Alright, Farah, are you up here?
There could have been one, but at least in this game, you don't have to get them to get the true ending.
That's true. That's true. I remember in the second game, it's like, really? Really? You have to get every single freaking sand tank secret or whatever to like get
Make the
real
sword
ending of the
appear.
game. Yeah.
Thanks.
Although you can still avoid the better ending just by taking a slightly wider path around the sword rather than walking up to it.
That's true. They really wanted to like make it annoying.
Across that bridge.
You can crawl in there and open it, and we can get that sand tank. Go. Or sand pillar, or whatever it is. Go over here. Go in there. What are you doing?
Now what? Yes, I was just going to suggest that.
Yes, I did suggest it, actually.
All of a sudden, I'm thinking you should do that Prince of Persia movie. You're thinking you and Chrissy doing this. It would just be hilarious.
You did it.
Just fighting the whole time. Not fighting exactly, but
Bickering.
bantering back and forth.
Chrissy, just go through that. Just go through that.
Go underneath.
Oh!
No, there's gonna be something scary. We were watching the X-Files this weekend. I don't remember. Maybe I don't know if you were on that stream. She kept saying like, "Oh, the door behind me because it's creaked open a little bit, so that airflow can like come in here." She's like, "It looks like an alien's gonna come and get you or whatever." Yeah, this is the fight on the bridge. That freaking sucks. Anyways, we started watching the X-Files because of that. And watching anything that is even like, it's not even like it's horror, you know, it's just like has a creepy vibe. Anything at all. It's just, oh jeez. She just loses it. She cannot handle it. I'm trying to help you.
To watch the X-Files, but I remember the episode with Toombs just being so creepy. The guy that would stretch through, like he'd come down your chimney because he could just stretch his limbs out.
Oh yeah, I remember that episode. Oh man. I think that's in the first season, yeah? Like
Probably.
he like sneaks into places by like and then
He
he
cuts out the liver and uses it as
Yes.
sustenance while he makes himself a nest
Yes, we watched that one together.
out of papers of pipe.
She did not like that at all. Ugh, come on. Dang it. This is such a hard one, man. Because she can die, you can die. It's like so freaking hard. Oh, it allows you to try and undo that if you want to.
Right. That is
And I love how he's like, no, that's not how it went. Let me tell that again. So clever for like a game over screen. or like a retry. I think
And
I
then
need to.
in the third game, it's Kylena doing it instead.
Yep. Oh, I didn't do it right. Come on, I want to get. I want to get good at this counter move. I don't think you can do it when they're behind you like that. I messed it up again. It's not easy. I'll figure it out eventually. It's mostly for these big guys that you want to do it. And you can't do it when they sweep your legs like that. Oh, she shot him right as he was about to hit her. I'm almost dead already. Holy crap.
I'm guessing you don't want to try this fight on landscape view.
Nope, I don't think so. Yeah, hit two of them down at once. That's usually best. Oh, dang it. Let's freeze it.
There's always the last struggle to drawing them off and then dashing for the fountain.
Yep. I need to freeze people more. Use the powers of the sand. Oh, I thought he was going to hit me. That was close. I'm going to see if I can get this thing to work where I, like, zoom around and kill him. I just need to get 2 more kills. And then I can do it. So you go like this, and you press them at the same time. Yep. And then you can just mess them up like this.
Yeah, you need the full crescent,
You have to have
don't you?
all of them up at once. Come on, get over here so I can kill you before it ends. Dang it, he's stuck over there.
Have a drink.
Alright, I'm gonna practice this. That was not good timing. Okay, I'm gonna practice my...
You had one job, Farah. One job.
Nope, that's the sweep. That's the sweep. Come on, do a regular attack. There we go. There we go. Yes! Yes! Did it! I remember that being one of the toughest fights in the game. It's not as hard as the one on the elevator at the end. You're going up that elevator, and they just spawn and spawn and spawn and spawn and spawn for like 10 minutes straight.
I quite like the Vizier fight at the end of this one.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Where I think he mentions the consumption that's destroying him, being
Right.
the means tuberculosis.
Right.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
We're almost 50% of the way through. What time is it? Do you need to go? Is it late?
No, it's just after midnight.
All right. Let's go till we hit the 50% mark, which might be the next save point. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, I remember this part. Some good platforming in this part. My favorite part of any of the Assassin's Creed games was, I think, Assassin's Creed Revelation, where they had those like secret, basically platforming sections where you have to like jump around and like go through like a huge area, and if you complete it, they would give you like an upgrade to your weapon or something like that. But those parts reminded me the most of Prince of Persia, like these sections where you're climbing around and jumping from here to there and swinging. And
Is that the one where he's been locked in the Animus after killing Lucy and his mind's fragmented or something?
It's the one in Rome, and I think that's it, because is it the end of... I can't remember if it's the end of 2 or if it's the end of Revelation where he kills her, and then... Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm wrong. There's Revelation, which is, I think, the 4th game, technically, where he's in Istanbul.
Yeah.
And he's old.
It's Assassin's Creed 2, then it's Brotherhood, and then it's
Brotherhood, yes. Brotherhood's the one I'm thinking of.
Kills her at the end of Brotherhood, and then in the third one, it's also got Altair briefly.
Brotherhood is the one I'm thinking of. That was my favorite one.
Mm.
And I really liked those platforming little secret areas in that one a lot. They reminded me of this game.
Oh yeah, I remember those bits now.
Yeah, they were super cool.
I just gave up on the series after 3.
I hated 3.
Well,
and
I'll
I
say
should have
after
given
3.
up.
I mean about a quarter of the way into 3.
I loved Black Flag. I gave it one more chance, and I really liked Black Flag a lot. But I have not played one since then because I heard about how bad Unity was, and I didn't even try it. And I have not tried the series since then.
It's just a franchise zombie.
Yep.
I mean, I guess we can be glad that Prince of Persia didn't become a franchise zombie.
Yeah, that is a bonus, right? I don't think I was supposed to go this way first. I think I was supposed to jump across there first. No, I am supposed to go that way first. It doesn't make any sense otherwise. What? Oh, that's a bad idea. That was really bad timing on that. Don't go up yet. Okay, what am I supposed to do then?
I am still waiting for a sequel to the 2008 Prince of Persia, though.
I know, man.
I'm sure it's just around the corner.
The cliffhanger! The cliffhanger!
Did you play the DLC episode?
That's what I've heard, is that it's supposed to kind of like fix that cliffhanger ending, but I still felt like it wasn't over yet.
Yeah, he just spends most of it trying to catch up with, what was she called? Elika.
Yeah.
And he's trying to convince her that he thinks it was for the right reasons because the Ahriman is just going to escape again. And I could tell he was, and you're the thing that can defeat him permanently.
Right.
So you have to be alive. So he's probably right, but it's still him making excuses.
Yeah. I don't know what to do. It seems like they want me to go up here, but I can't jump up to the top. Am I supposed to go that way? But how would I even get to that? And then what would I do once I got to the end?
What did that switch above you do?
It turned the platform. Maybe I need to do it again.
Do it again?
No. Maybe she's... Okay, you're supposed to try it again, and then he's like, you do it! There it is. Now she'll get on there.
It looks me that she faces away from the prince whenever she does that. It's like she's facing the wall. Why don't you face the room so you can see what's happening?
Exactly. Now I've got to go over there and flip her switch. Or no, wait. She found a way up. Oh, she got stuck. There we go. It's gonna go up there. She can jump really high, actually. That's a pretty good vertical. I can't see her with that. Okay, what did she do? She pulled the switch that lifts it up there. Okay, now I can jump to it from that ledge. Like that. And then I can get out there, which is... forget what it is. I think he tears his shirt again, though. Yep, he's like, yeah, screw this.
Yeah, there's a webcomic called Video Game Cats, and it's starring 2 humanoid cats named after dead Final Fantasy characters, Leo and Aerith.
Nice. That's awesome.
So he's the idiot and she's the frustrated straight man. And the webcomic just has them in various roles. So there's like one of them as the Prince and Farah, and he's just standing there and he's kind of looks at a rip in his shirt and goes, pulls the whole thing off. She goes, what are you doing? Oh, there's a tear. Oh, no, it looks ridiculous. You're right, it's uneven. Pulls off. Now the shirt's just ruined. Oh, right. Looking sexy, huh? Oh my.
That's great.
Face palming at this. And then the last panel, you just hear him saying, "Ooh, there's a bit of dust on my trousers."
That's great. I should read that. That sounds awesome. Of course, I gotta wait for the whole animation to take place. Then it'll let me go.
Oh yeah, that was it. I mentioned Eco earlier because you were talking about Farah as an AI companion.
Mm.
She does seem quite very. It was another thing that seems to have been influenced by Eco in that Yorda would run around and point at puzzle objects to indicate you should do things.
Right. Having an actual useful companion.
Despite the fact that you don't speak the same language.
Right. I should play Eco. Eco's great. I should finish it.
I do love it just as much as Colossus. Although I have played Colossus a bit more.
I also need to finish Last Guardian, which I did like.
I gave on that.
Kaysen took it, so he has it down in Provo, but I wanted to finish it.
You lost it in the divorce, huh?
Yes. It's only one of the only things I lost in the divorce, actually. I took most everything with me.
Oh. Don't make this video public.
Kaysen disliked Kingdom Hearts 3 so much he was suggesting like letting me take it. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, but now you need it for your video comparing it to Prince of Persia.
That's true.
Prince of Persia versus God of War, Prince of Persia versus Kingdom Hearts.
Yep. That's good point. Where was something over here? Is it water? That's all it is.
No, I mean it. It's really broken.
Let's get in here.
Yeah, I'm not particularly an animal person, so I just really wasn't feeling Last Guardian.
Right.
After waiting like 10 years for it, or however long it was, and I thought, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. Okay, shoots lightning from its tail, whatever.
Yeah,
but I was expecting to love it, though. You can just see me on the camera there. So I got the limited edition.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's super cool.
Oh, the kid fell out.
Yeah, what's so frustrating about it too is that apparently the game was basically complete, the PS3 version. And then they told them, nope, make it a PlayStation 4 game, and they had to restart a lot of it from scratch.
Ooh, you can't really see that very well, but it came in this very nice box as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Here, let me put that on the screen. I'll quit the game and I'll put you on the screen.
Do you wish me to leave before finishing my story?
We got 50% through. Quit this. And pull up OBS. Show the desktop. Where is it? Right there. And then put you on the screen. Right here. All right, this is what we're looking at.
So
Last
it's
Guardian
in this
package.
very nice box on the right side of it. So it's like a very treasure chest looking thing.
That's cool.
Ooh, inside it, pull it back. It's the statue of.
That is so cool. So cool.
It does look really good. So even though I didn't finish the game, I was still very pleased to have got that.
Yeah, that's a really cool collection.
It's from Amazon, and it also came in a nice white box that was surrounding that, which had artwork on it as well. But it came in Amazon, and for some reason they decided not to package it anyway, so they stuck the shipping label directly onto the limited edition box, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh no! Why would you do that? Oh god!
I ordered got the Horizon Zero Dawn one and made sure it was gift wrapped, just to make sure that I wouldn't have any stickers stuck to it. So that came with.
Let me get that back on the
statue.
Let me get that back on the screen. Hold on. Whoa, where'd it go? There it is. Oh, that's awesome. That's super cool.
It's just missing one very, very important detail, and they didn't give her a focus.
Oh yeah, it's not on her.
The most important gizmo in the game, and they didn't remember to put it on the model.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Well, still
So
looks
two
pretty
great
cool.
collector's editions there.
All right. Well, we'll be back again tomorrow, same time, about 5 my time, 11 your time.
Hmm.
We'll continue playing. It's good talking with you.
I'll try and get a bit more research done.
Sweet. See you tomorrow.
Bye now.
Peace.